Hello everyone and welcome back to Football Manager 2020 and another part of this series with Tottenham Hotspur, where we are today going to take on Arsenal in the EFL Cup semi-final and potentially also in the final as well. We are in a pretty good place in the league. Last time we left off, we had beaten Liverpool by 2-1. James Maddison and Steiner Einarsson getting the goals that put us 2-0 down. Rafael Lorenzo did manage to get one back, but it wasn't enough to help us out. And then against Manchester City there was a 2-2 draw as well, but following that we did smash Oxford United 4-1 in the FA Cup to get through to the fourth round. Bellingham, 2 for Esposito, both from the spot, and 1 for Stuart Bolland, helping us get through. They did put it back to 2-1, which had me a little bit worried, but we were able to see it out at the Kassam Stadium. And then we took on Arsenal in the EFL Cup. The best thing about this game was that we had a man sent off after just 7 minutes, and yet still managed to beat our rivals away from home in a really big match. So we scored 2 minutes in, Bellingham put it in, it was cleared out to Butman, Bellingham again across, and eventually Nona Kenna managed to get the goal for 1-0, and then down to 10 men, Severo attacking down the right, put it in from the byline, and Fatty's header made it 2-0. We managed to get a third as well, 37 minutes on the clock, Lorenzo with the header, but then in the second half Arsenal came out fighting. Bruno Guimaraes got a very good effort off to make it 3-1, and then 15 minutes from time the comeback really did look on when the ball came to Reina and he found Janssen to make it 3-2, but they weren't able to get another goal, so that gives us a good advantage going into this second semi-final. We then picked up in the league against Arsenal again, and once more scored 3 goals, but this time having that extra man on the pitch for 90 minutes made sure that we didn't concede either. So Bellingham found Oumans and his ball across to Cordova gave us the lead. I think that was in the first half. We made it 1-0. Then in the second half, an hour on the clock, Cordova round the defenders, put it across, and Butman on the volley beats the keeper beautifully for 2-0. Cordova having a great game. Jana then found Bellingham, it was through to Ambere off the bench and into the back of the net for 3-0, and an absolute hammering of Arsenal in the Premier League. They were up and about the title spots at that point and we smashed them back down. We then beat Everton 3-0, Butman, Severo and Kenner in a routine victory against another team up in the top 6. We drew with Wolves, a little bit frustrating that one, our former player Joshua Zirkzee getting a goal. But then we managed to beat Liverpool 2-0 in the league. And Liverpool, of course, another team who are in and around the title race. I don't think they're going to put up a good challenge this season, as we'll see in a minute when we look at the league table. But Bellingham's ball in and the header from Ruben Dias made it 1-0. We then got another one from a corner, Bellingham in again, and that time it was Butman at the far stick after Canna's header across, who made it 2-0. We then had a frustrating game with Newcastle. They had 3 shots on target, and then look at the scoreline. Extremely frustrating. It should have been 15-3 by that measure, but their 100% shot conversion rate, very true to life at the moment for Newcastle. We made it 1-0 though. Ruben Dias with the header from another corner. They got one back. Knight trying to take on the defence. It came out to Mbueno, but Knight got his goal in the end for 1-1. They then managed to take the lead as well, and Mbueno running down the right flank, teed up Apaya, terrible defending, poor goalkeeping, and it's 2-1. We then managed to get back into the game. Bernard's ball in, cleared out, Kenner down, off the post, Severo with the tap in for 2-2. We then did take the lead 15 minutes from time. Navarro, another goal from a corner before we gave away a penalty 5 minutes from time, and Longstaff with the goal, Matty Longstaff from the penalty spot to bring it all level. So that means we have an FA Cup 4th round replay to enjoy at some point. But we are still at the top of the Premier League with 4 points clear. Obviously beating Arsenal really helped. 6-point gap there could have been closed down to a 0-point gap actually if Arsenal had beaten us in that league game. And then other teams falling away a little bit now. You'd say that Chelsea, Everton and Liverpool are all out of the title race now, 11 points off, dropping out the Champions League places for us, so probably not going to happen. Man City have an outside chance, but really it's Man United and Arsenal who are in the hunt at this point, because City need to make up 9 points to get back in there, so it's going to be really tight. Potentially towards the end of the season if we keep dropping points like we have been in recent times. But today we need to take on the second leg of the EFL Cup semi-final. We have a 3-2 away win to our credit. We'll take this one on. If we win this game, we'll show the EFL Cup final in this episode. Otherwise, we could be moving on quite a little way until the next game we want to show. So let's jump into this match against Arsenal. We are going to play with Butman and Severo up top. Jana is playing on the left, Greenwood on the right. Our wingers are all out at the moment. Umans and Cordova both out. We do have Umberry on the bench, but Greenwood's getting the start today. Kenner and Bellingham are in the middle. Then it's Bernard, Diaz, Lorenzo and Cesao in defence, with Malungu still in goal. I haven't had any complaints from Igor about playing. He's currently on international duty. I'm not sure what he's doing on international duty at the minute, but he seems reasonably happy on the bench, so I'm happy to keep him on the bench and keep Malungu happy for as long as we can, although he's actually unhappy at the moment because he wants a new contract. And I tried to give him one, but he wants too much money, so he's going to have to stew on that for a little while on his poor contractors. And actually, Unyavar, our former player, puts it in, and Tomiyasu nearly gave Arsenal the lead. Instead, we've got Jana attacking the defence here, taking them on, and Magulion, the former Spurs player, does bring him down to give us a free kick in a decent place. I don't know why Regulion's going all the way over there. Free kick though, Greenwood will take it. He's good at these, and he nearly scored that one. Kepa just getting across his goal in time to touch the ball over. It's cleared away from the corner. Kenner is still there. And eventually Arsenal do recover the ball and manage to work it forward. A very good Arsenal team, this from where it was a few years ago when we took over Spurs. And Reina here trying to do the damage. He puts it in. It is cleared away. Greenwood further on to Severo. Ball forward to Butman. Switched beautifully to Jana, who's one-on-one. And it's saved by Kepa. Jana really should be doing better there in a one-on-one situation. He takes the corner though, and it is cleared out to Nona Kenner once more. Jana in the box now. Blocked off by Arsenal, and they're able to just bring the ball out eventually. But we're on top of the game. I'm not too worried at this point. I'm not happy about us failing to take our chances, but Arsenal don't seem to be able to do too much to stop us right now. We've got a free kick though. Saliba to take it. Goes out wide to Tomiyasu. And Severo has robbed Saliba. Severo through on goal and has put it wide. He's so wayward with his finishing since joining us. Not quite able to hit the target as much as you'd like, and obviously you'd prefer he gets a goal, but if it's saved, he's done just about enough to try and get a goal. When he's just missing the target entirely, it's not good enough because he's never got a chance of getting a goal. So I'm not really happy with that first half. Hopefully we can come out in the second half and put in a slightly better performance. They've got a free kick here, and it's over. Saliba has skimmed the crossbar, close to giving Arsenal the lead. I think away goal still rules in the semi-final of the Carabao Cup. I'm never entirely sure. So we'll have to see if that is enough, if it does drop down to all level. But Jana here is injured, so I'm going to bring on Ambere and just swap him round with Greenwood. Arsenal on the attack with Bowen, puts it in, it's cleared away. Bellingham now to Severo, it's launched over the top and then picked up again by the Arsenal midfield. They move out to the right hand side. Bernard can't block it, but Malungu happy to pick up the loose ball. He then sends it forward to Mason Greenwood. Back to Lorenzo. Thought he was going to give it away, but instead he finds Kenner. Now Severo out wide to Greenwood. It's a good opportunity. Takes on the defender. It's saved, but Butman reacts quickest to the loose ball. Kepa really should be hanging on to that one, but instead Butman gets his 19th goal of the season. Not bad for an out-and-out central midfielder. Obviously I've been playing up front a lot this season because some of our strikers have not been finding the net, but Richard Butman is a low-scoring, consistent striker. He doesn't get many, he doesn't get hat-tricks, but when he does score, it tends to be when the scoreline is level. He's a big game player, and he's proved it again here by making it 4-2. We just need to see this game out now. Nothing special about it really, just try and nurse the game for the last 12 minutes. We need to just make sure we don't concede 2 goals, but another win over Arsenal would be nice to add to the ledger because they did beat us a few times in a row, so it'd be nice to return the favour, and this would be our 3rd victory in a row in very quick succession as well, to really damage the morale of the Arsenal fan base. Obviously, we've effectively knocked them out the league title race. We're about to knock them out the League Cup, and there it is. Gilberto Severo with the goal that just puts the icing on the cake. Arsenal are out of the League Cup, and they're on track for another trophyless season while I am Spurs manager, which is a very good result. Greenwood here beating the Arsenal defenders. A good ball in. The tackle went in, but it was Severo's goal credited anyway, so not an own goal from the Arsenal defender. But there we go, 2-0. The game is over. We're into the final, and we have an EFL Cup final to look forward to in just a month. Well, following that game in the EFL Cup semi-final, we have gone on a pretty good run in the league. We won 6-0 against Leicester. Severo and Bolland both getting braces. Bolland coming off the bench to score twice from central defence. Quite impressive. We then finally smashed Newcastle 5-0. Butman getting a hat-trick in that game. Fati and Severo also scoring. We rotated the team entirely for the match against Bristol, where we won 4-1. They're bottom of the league. Esposito coming back for a couple of goals. He then got a hat-trick against Lokomotiv Moscow in a friendly before Severo and Butman resumed duties up front in a 3-0 win over Brighton. We did have a frustrating draw with Celtic in the Champions League. We were the dominant team, we were in control, but we just weren't able to break through. Not sure why that isn't showing the highlights, but I'm sure it will load at some point. We did manage to take the lead. Finally it's starting to load in this game with Omar Jana getting a goal. Severo took the ball through the centre. Oomans picked up the ricochet, put it across, and Jana with a good header. That gave us a crucial away goal, but Celtic then from a free kick put it in, and they had 3 men unmarked at the back post, and one of them inevitably put the header in the back of the net. But today the focus is all on the Carabao Cup final against Aston Villa, interestingly, so a really fortunate draw in this final, and we've got a strong team going out there. We still need the trophy in our back pocket, so we've got Severo and Jana up front, Fati and Oomans in the wing positions with Bellingham and Butman in the centre, then Bernard, Diaz, Navarro and Sazao are in the defence. So we should be blowing this Aston Villa team out of the water really and getting a very good victory on the cards, but it's never quite that simple, so we'll have to see whether we can actually get the win and take the trophy back to North London. But Oomans here with a corner, it goes in, header from Ruben Diaz, saved by Woodman. They've then launched it forward. They've got a good counter-attack here, and Umaro is through on goal, and Umaro is denied by Malungu, who takes the catch in goal. So a little warning sign from Aston Villa that they're not necessarily going to be pushovers here, but it is Willis over to McGinn. Severo with the tackle, takes on the defender. He's charging through, and he can get a shot off, but it's gone high and wide from Severo. But a lot of action in these first 5 minutes. Butman and Bellingham not often in midfield together. I think it might be the first time I've paired them in the centre this season. Butman's certainly been playing more as a striker, but Oomans with the ball here, still in the first 10 minutes, comes across to the opposite flank, picks out Fati. Now Bellingham. Fati has been tackled. Fati's not been as good this season as he has been since we signed him, especially last season. But Sazao now finds Butman. Ball goes outright to Oomans again, who's lacking that match fitness, but is driving at the defence. He's beating everybody. The tackle goes in finally to stop him, but Sazao can put the ball in. Severo's there. Jana on the volley, and I think he has hit the woodwork with that one, and unfortunately not able to get the goal. But we're keeping up that pressure, and Woodman puts the ball forward, and Morrow has got it, trying to hit back on the counter. Finds McGinn. Now Kutajar. Ball goes out to the left with Umaro, who beats the defender. Trying to come inside, but Umaro keeps going. It missed everybody. Bernard finally clears it. Now Wood out wide to Umaro. Back, Butman with a tackle, could have been a penalty, but instead he gets it forward. But still Aston Villa come back at us, and it's Umaro again, who's causing all kinds of trouble. He's got inside, it's been saved and then cleared away. And I'm wiping sweat off my brow from that Umaro attack. He's having a great game out there. Demanding more from the team. The ball in behind finds Jana. Severo's unmarked. And just like that, our team unpicks the Aston Villa defence. Almost on demand, really. And Sazao with the ball. It's route one over the top. And Jana picks out a totally unmarked Severo on the 6-yard line. He's always going to score from there, and we do have a 1-0 lead at Wembley. But Aston Villa have shown they can get back into this game. Navarro, though, getting the ball away. Now McGinn looking out wide for the man whose name I won't try and pronounce. Bernard has won it. He tries to take it down the left, puts it over the top. Jana's in behind again. Jana doing well, gets in behind the defender, but can't score. Woodman, his compatriot, making the save in goal for Villa. Umans with the corner. Ruben Dias again. Second chance he's had in this final, but not able to take that one either. We do see totally in control, but we're not taking our chances. And we clear away an Aston Villa corner. Szymanski pulls it back to Pau Torres, I assume that is. And Moriba has done it. So that's really annoying. Ilya Moriba with the goal, the former Barcelona wonder kid. I think that might be Pau Torres playing for Aston Villa, a player that we had when we were at Ajax. And he has helped set up that equaliser. Malungu with question marks all over him there because he should not be conceding a goal in that position. But it is now 1-1. Not really good enough from the team at this stage. I don't know why they're not taking their chances. Maybe we need to move Butman into a striker's role. We could also bring Esposito off the bench. We've got a lot of fit players who can come on if we need them. But right now, just like with Celtic, we are not winning a game we should be winning. So hopefully in the second half the team can turn it around a little bit, because this is a quite frustrating game at this point. We've had chances, we've not taken them, and also we've had the same number of shots on target as Aston Villa, which is just not good enough. We're going to try bringing down Barry on. He's done well when he's come off the bench in recent games. I will probably bring Esposito on as well, because he's been in form lately, and just play him alongside Severo, the old Barcelona duo linking up. But Szymanski for Aston Villa puts it in, and it's a goal. It's offside. Pau Torres setting that one up, and Ilya Moriba nearly scoring again. But we are absolutely being found out by this Aston Villa team, and I don't know what's wrong with the side. Maybe they're tired. It's not really an excuse. There's not a lot of firepower left on the bench to bring on, really. So we're going to see the game out with what we have. But it's not going in our favour right now. We're going to be heading to extra time if this is anything to go by. Is there a late goal? Time ticking away. And there we go. We're into extra time. Very disappointingly. I don't know how we've ended up in extra time against Aston Villa. We're going to have to rotate something. Let's bring Greenwood on. Let's see if we can bring Duane Cuddlon on. We can. Can we bring Gonçalves on? No, we're only allowed 4. Always worth checking, because I know in the Community Shield I always forget that you can have extra subs. Cesar with the throw in towards Greenwood, down to Duane Cuddlon, off the woodwork, and Laird clears it before Fatty can find the finish. Very close there to finally getting that lead. But look at the shots on target, it's so even. Possession, dead even. We're having loads of shots, but none of them going on target. It's just not good enough. I don't know what's wrong with this team. They're getting nervous, they're playing Aston Villa. Maybe they thought they'd just win this 4-5-0, and so they're frustrated that that reality hasn't come about. But here's Esposito in behind Greenwood. He's throwing the keeper. Greenwood, he rounds him. But Woodman again pulling off a really good save to keep it at 1-1. It's a corner from Duane Cuddlon, who's already got a yellow. It's cleared out. Esposito picks it up, but he's not going to be able to generate anything from there. And we could well be heading to penalties in this cup final, which is very frustrating. I don't know why we haven't been able to do this. I'm just going to kick it off. I don't really care about setting up the players. They're either going to score or they're not. Esposito is going to go first, and he has found the bottom corner. I don't know why this penalty shootout's even taking place, but we've got the advantage. Wind now, looking to harness the power of the wind, and does that by whipping it into that bottom corner to level it up. Fatty is going to go next. Can he find the finish? Ansu Fati. He is denied. I thought that across the line. The net certainly wobbled, but it seems like that's maybe just the wind. Moriba, who brought Tottenham to this point, has now made it 2-1. Not Tottenham, brought Aston Villa to this point. And Beret now, well, he did bring Tottenham to this point, a losing point. And Beret to try and level it, and does, off the inside of the post, I think that was. So we need McGinn or another Aston Villa player to miss or have an effort saved. What can McGinn do here? He hits it pretty much straight down the middle. And so if Cezal misses this, it could all be over for us. Cezal stepping up is denied. And I think that's pretty much it. Aston Villa just have to score. It'd be quite a turnaround if if they miss 2 and we score 1. But we're going to get that nice. I don't know why they bother with this really long animation in a penalty shootout. It's driven me mad for many, many versions of Football Manager. But Radonjic with the chance to win it for the Villa, and it's saved by Malungu, so we get to enjoy even more long walk-up animations to the penalty spot. We can think about these players, thinking about every moment that has led them to this point in time. Greenwood, who has had many chances to finish this game and not taken them, is he about to finish it now? He has to score to keep us in this penalty shootout, and Mason Greenwood has done just that. So now we need Villa to miss one. I'm hoping this penalty shootout isn't one of those that takes 30 rounds to finish, because these long walk-ups are killing me. Maybe I can just speed it up while we wait for the long walk-ups, but that takes up the entire screen, so I guess not. Kutajar needs to miss. He needs to score to win. What's he going to do? He has scored. It's all over. We've somehow lost the EFL Cup to Aston Villa. Absolute bottle jobs. I can't wait to leave this club. That was atrocious. Aston Villa have just beaten us in the League Cup. We did manage to win it the season before, but look at that record. We've been in the last 5 finals and won one of them. Absolutely terrible by the team. Aston Villa currently down in 13th place in the league, but they've managed to beat us on penalty. And that's another piece of silverware that slips through our fingers. Now, looking ahead, obviously there's bigger prizes to come. I think we'll probably pick up in the quarterfinals of the Champions League. I'm sure we'll get past Celtic, so there's no need to kind of run through this. We'll beat Sheffield United as well. But we'll probably pick up in the Champions League. The league looks pretty much secure. If we have a quick look at the table, we are now 7 points clear with a game in hand that could take us 10 points clear. It's about the Champions League and the FA Cup again. But if you enjoyed watching us choke for another time, do drop a like down below. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new. But until next time, see ya.